Hey guys, this is Catherine from Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is your weekly energy reading for June 1st to the 7th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. These are going to be general messages, so I also recommend that you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Also, I'm going to be starting a new series sometime this week. It may even be tomorrow or maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere there, where we're going to be doing daily messages from Spirit. So these are just going to be quick messages, a quick 5-10 minute video maybe that I feel drawn to in regards to messages from angels, your spirit guides, spirit animals, whatever seems to be coming through or I'm being called to for that day. So also remember to check out our mini readings. This is our live show on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, where myself and my co-host Brandon Hauser, we do mini readings for our subscribers. And on Sundays, join us at 2 o'clock p.m., where we bring on special guests each week. So these are anybody with a spiritual element. They can be other readers. They may be Reiki or healing or, some other element of the spiritual realm, I suppose is the best way to describe it. Also, if you're interested in a general reading, you can contact me through oracleintuitions.com, or you can message me on my Facebook or my Instagram page. Please make sure you subscribe to my Instagram at oracle_intuitions. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your reading and have an amazing week. Take care. Leo, welcome to your weekly reading for June 1st to the 7th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest that you take a look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. All right, so let's take a look and see what's coming through for you this week. So for the mind, we have hope. For the body, we have beginnings. And for spirit, we have, oh, beautiful, beautiful card, miracles. Here's the thing, Leo. What amazing energy coming through. So I feel like if you were in this place of creating or wanting a new beginning towards something, I feel like Spirit is saying, look at it, if you've been in a place where you didn't feel that it was coming through, that it wasn't being created, stay in that energy of hope. I feel for some of you, even many of you, that you're still being very optimistic about the next step forward of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whatever it is that you're trying to create, whatever energy you're hoping comes towards you. There is that optimism here, okay? Or Spirit is asking you to stay in that place of optimism, because it's showing here that I feel like there's an ending that may appear for some of you, but that ending is about to bring about a new beginning. I don't feel that for, I'm not being shown at this current moment. We're going to get some clarification cards, but I'm not feeling that whatever ending happened wasn't, particularly tragic or anything like that. Again, this is a general reading, so take it as it resonates with you. It just feels like you may have left something behind, but this is of your own, perhaps, your own nature to do. Okay, like you may have left a relationship because it wasn't serving you. You may have left a job because it just wasn't fulfilling. You may have just left behind a mindset, like even a pessimistic mindset instead of that optimistic one. Or that you're getting now more into that optimistic mindset. I feel that with Metatron bringing through, what he's talking about, miracles, it really feels that for many of you, this is something that you may have been hoping or dreaming on or wanting to, be created to show itself in this 3D realm for a while now. And I feel like if you are in a pessimistic type of energy, I feel like Metatron is saying, look, just have a little bit more hope, okay? Stay in that place of hope. Stay in that place of knowing that we are creating this for you, even if you're not seeing it particularly in this 3D realm at this moment. Doesn't mean to lose that hope. Don't lose your dreams. Don't lose your, that optimism, all right? I really feel like this is what Metatron is trying to say. It's like you're guided, you're being surrounded by your angels, by your guides, by spirit, by the universe. We're all coming together for you to help create this miracle. For some of you, this may be a validation of some sort of miracle that already happened or that was already created for you. All right. So this, if you're asking yourself, where did this come from? Like this just came out of nowhere and it's just so beautiful. That may have been the miracle that you were dreaming about. Okay. So just again, take this as it resonates, but let's get some clarification and see what is coming through. I absolutely love this deck, but I just find it always so hard to shuffle. So, all right, 9 of Wands. So I do feel that for some of you, you're standing strong in your own energy. You're having that hope. You're not letting in the pessimistic behavior of others, possibly. Okay, maybe you worked really hard to get to the place that you are, and you're hanging on to that hope. You still have that hope for the future. You have that hope for those new beginnings or whatever it is that you're trying to create. That 9 of Wands energy is like, I've worked hard and I know that I have more hard work to do, but I am standing strong and I'm standing in my own energy. I am ready for the next step. It's almost like that, the calm before the storm, but the storm doesn't need to be a bad thing. It's usually, it can be a very good thing. It's just basically saying, I'm prepared for that next step. I'm ready to, go the full way. I'm ready to take that next step. I'm ready to take that leap of faith forward. All right. We also have the World card. So again, I did feel like some things were ending. Remember how this is the Wheel. I'm so sorry. I feel like things have ended into moving into a new beginning. So this hope and optimism is creating that new beginning for you. All right. It's like the wheels are turning. Even if you weren't seeing the progress at this point, those wheels are turning towards where you're going to start seeing these things being created, these things coming to life, maybe perhaps new opportunities coming towards you. It's creating a new beginning. I feel like for some of you, this could have to do with a financial future of some sort too. Okay, like a deeper or stronger financial prosperity coming towards you. So just again, take that as it resonates, because I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you were waiting for something financial to come in or to come through, and it feels like that's exactly what's happening at that time. The Hangman coming in. So again, with the miracles, when we have that Hangman, this is going into a state of patience, contemplation. What is it that you want to create? Maybe you need to, just go into this place. It's almost like, to some degree, it is a stagnant energy, okay? It is an energy of waiting, all right? But I feel like what Metatron is saying, we know you've been waiting. We know you've been patient. Please be patient a little bit longer. Continue to do the work. Continue to, dream about that new opportunity that's going to be coming towards you. Keep putting your hope in there, being optimistic, being hopeful, all right? These things are still coming through. It may just take a little bit of time. And that's where we tend to get frustrated, right? Is like, we want this to happen, but what we're not understanding is that there may be a lot of wheels underneath the surface that need to click into place in order for it to show up. And so it's asking you, just have a little bit more patience. Try to have faith. Try to have, trust that this is being created for you. So let's get some more clarification and see what is coming in. Clarification for Leo, June 1st to the 7th. All right. Protection. Yeah, set personal boundaries. We already had that 9 of Wands coming through. So it feels like don't let anybody else talk you out of your goal. All right. This is sort of that, I feel like for many of you, this is that place of, all right, it's like this, where you may be in that place where you see things possibly coming to light, or, maybe possibly that we're not seeing, those things to come to light. And this is a really hard time because you want to stay in that place of hope and faith and trust, but you may be having other energies come towards you, whether this is within your mind or possibly this could be from, other people around you, right? And other people around you, other people's influences can really sometimes bring about that negativity that can make us lose our way when it comes to a new beginning or to come to that miracle, right? It doesn't mean that it won't come. It just sometimes there could be a little bit of a delay because we're believing the pessimistic nature or the pessimism of somebody else. So if somebody's naysaying, your dream, this is where you need to start protecting your boundaries. And this is what I feel with Metatron coming through. It's like that miracle is coming, but protect your energy. And especially with that 9 of Wands, this is protecting. All right. It's standing firm. It's standing strong in your convictions, in your hope, your faith, your trust. The next step is coming. All right. Protect yourself. Just surround yourself. Have faith. Have faith at this time. And that's really what I keep feeling. We also have Merrick, embrace oneness with the universe. Yeah, maybe now is time to embrace with the universe rather than embrace with other people. All right. And basically it's saying have faith and trust in the universe. You don't need to listen to those that are trying to squash your dreams in any way or bring about a pessimistic or negative nature towards what it is that you're inspiring to create or that you're hoping to come through. And we have liberation. So free yourself from possibly people, situations, or even your own negative mindset if that's where it's going. All right. This is about allowing yourself to flow with spirit. Flow with spirit rather than stay stuck in a cycle or stay stuck in a place that is not allowing these miracles to come through. All right. It can sometimes just be our own mind, our own subconscious, our own words that are coming to the surface that can bring us down. But take it as it resonates, all right? Free yourself. You don't need to feel stuck in any place because these miracles are being shown to you or they will be coming, forward to be shown to you, all right? So just stay in that place. All of your hopes and dreams and wishes are coming to the surface, but don't stay in that negative mindset, to block them. All right. And I really don't feel like there's a block. I feel like it's more that there could be a delay, if that makes sense. So maybe you wanted something, right away, but because of, you may not be seeing it immediately. And again, I feel like there's stuff under the surface that needs to be moved, or there needs to be, changes created in some way, and sometimes those can take a little bit of time. All right, it's kind of like if you wanted a job, there may be things that need to be moved out of the way in order to receive that particular position. All right, maybe people have to retire, maybe there needs to be a movement of staff, maybe there needs to be whatever. Again, take it as it resonates. If it has to do with a romantic relationship, well, that person may be having their own issues or struggles or trials and tribulations that have to be dealt with first in order to make that bond with you, or in order to take that step forward within that relationship. So just understand that things are happening under the surface for you. You just may not be seeing them right now, and this is why you want to protect your energy and you want to stay in that place of hope, because that new beginning is going to surface. So let's take a look at relationships. And remember that relationships do not need to be always romantic. They can be friends, family, and coworkers. Take them as they resonate. They could also be a relationship with yourself. So, and remember that these are general readings. They're not going to resonate with everyone. So just take what resonates, let the rest fly. All right. Reconciliation. Yeah. So for some of you, this very much could have to do with somebody from your past coming back. Maybe this is what you were wishing or hoping for. This also really could be talking about a reconciliation with self, okay? And having your own energy. Sometimes you know, in the process of situations, we tend to lose a piece of ourself. All right. Especially, you know, if we're in a bad relationship, or we were in a bad relationship with somebody else, or maybe perhaps in the past we were hurt or heartbroken and we lost pieces of ourselves in the process of that. I do feel that for some of you, that reconciliation is coming back into that hopeful and, again, optimistic person who you were before that relationship happened. I feel like for some of you, this could have to do with somebody from your past coming through and returning, especially if this is what you were hoping for. I feel like this is that validation that, you know, stay in that place of trust and faith, because Spirit is working on bringing this person forward to you again. It also talks about retreat. All right. So it's time to disconnect from the world. And I really am getting here with that 9 of Wands coming through. And we also had, set your personal boundaries. Okay. So for some of you, you may feel like you have to retreat from, you know, people around you that are bringing negativity into the situation. All right. A lot of times, especially if we're wanting to reconcile with somebody from our past, we have other people that may not be happy about that reconciliation. All right. And they could be putting their own prejudice onto the situation and giving you a negative mindset about it. And again, take this as it resonates. It doesn't have to be about a relationship. Just take it, you know, however it relates to you. But I do feel that for some of you, you may have to take that retreat. Okay. You may have to take that step back and really go into yourself. Okay. And just release that energy that they were throwing upon you, especially if it wasn't positive or supportive in some nature. All right. You may have to take that step back. It's time to retreat. Go into that hangman energy. And it talks about romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So for some of you, you may have been already working with Spirit and you're kind of wondering, you know, are these feelings real, or am I just crazy? Or, you know, does this person really feel that way? Or, you know, whatever it is, maybe it's even within yourself. Maybe you're trying to hold back some sort of feelings towards something. Especially if it's a romantic interest, and this even could come from, you know, past relationships where you're like, well, I felt like this before, but then this happened, and so you're trying to push down, you know, whatever emotions are coming through. And what I'm getting here is it's time to explore them. All right, explore them. And again, that hanged man energy coming through. So you don't need to restrict them. You don't need to block them. You don't need to stifle them. Start exploring them. But don't allow other people's influences to lead you down a path that isn't true for you. Remember, you're working with Spirit here. You're not working with, you know, the next door neighbor or a friend or family. This has to do about you. Right? Trust yourself. Trust your own faith. Trust your own miracles. All right? Trust the universe. And that's what a lot of people, they get caught up in. It's like, well, yeah, but my best friend said that this isn't going to. Okay, we don't care what your best friend says. You know, that's what Spirit is saying. We don't care. We don't care what, you know, the neighbor next door, you know, I told you about this person. We don't care about that. We don't care about this. We're telling you to have faith and hope and trust, because we're the ones that are bringing that miracle through for you. So have faith in us. Retreat. Go into yourself. Explore your feelings. Explore the true nature of your feelings is what I keep getting. All right? So let's get some validation and see what is coming through, or clarification, I should say. Sorry. We have, look at this, romance. Yeah. Romance. I feel like for many of you, this has to do with a situation that's romantic. Maybe somebody coming back. Maybe there was a breakup or a separation of some sort, and you're really hoping that you guys can reconcile. And this is what I'm getting. Again, for some of you, this may have to do with a spiritual relationship. So you may not have met this person, maybe perhaps in this life. Maybe this is some sort of past life connection. But I feel a reconciliation or a reconnection here. So again, take that as it resonates. But it feels like for those of you that are seeking that romantic relationship, or maybe you're even wanting to deepen a current one, this is happening. You know, that's the other thing too, is especially within current relationships, sometimes if we tell people in our lives too much about a situation, they can be very much, negative towards our partners or our past partners. And they'll bring in all kinds of reasons of why we shouldn't be with them or why we shouldn't continue something. Now, of course, if it's an abusive situation or a situation that's causing you harm in some way, that's definitely not something that you want to continue with. But if this is, just the fact that you guys had a fight over a toaster or whatever it was, most of the time our people take our side. But when we decide to return to a situation or when we decide to return to the relationship, we can get a lot of negative flack from people, right? And they'll bring up the past of what this person has done and all of this stuff. And it's time to just block that out. I'm so sorry, there is a garbage truck outside, and that's where all that noise is coming through. So I truly, truly apologize for that. Look at this. We also have willpower. So it's up to you to stay strong. The Spirit is asking you to use your willpower to stay strong. Don't break at this moment. It's almost like that miracle is ready to come through. Don't block it. Don't block it by staying in a negative mindset. Stop listening to those around you. All right? Or stop listening to your own negative fears or your own negative emotions. Just let it be. Have that willpower to stay strong within your own power. And we have Archangel Raphael, Earth Force. I feel like for many of you, this might be the time to ground yourself. Ground yourself in some way. This is very much a grounding card, but I also feel it's almost like the Ace of Pentacles, where it brings about a new abundance. Okay, again, a miracle in some way. So whether this is in regards to financial security or financial future or whatever it is, or a romantic situation or whatever aspect it is, it really is talking about grounding yourself and staying in that present moment. Okay, stop listening to the fears of others. Stop listening to your own fears. Just allow yourself to ground and stay in the moment of receiving at this time. Okay, because those miracles, these new beginnings are trying to come through. But it's up to you to have that willpower to continue to have hope towards that future, towards whatever it is that you want, to be created. All right, so let's get some closing messages from Spirit and see what is coming through at this time. Closing messages from Spirit for Leo for June 1st to June 7th. June 1st to June 7th. What energies are coming through? Pause in your journey. Yeah, take a pause. And I'm also getting that right now there may be a pause for a reason. Remember I talked about, the wheels underneath the surface, like things have to be created, or there has to be things that need to be released and moved and pushed out of the way or brought together in order for this to appear. So don't worry if it feels as though there is a pause in the journey at this time. But I'm also getting that this is the time to truly go into yourself. And again, do the contemplation that you need, do the meditations that you need. This is just a time to take a step back and retreat, okay? Retreat and go into yourself and really put your hopes and dreams, lay them out on the table, within yourself, right? And really focus in on them and have that willpower to stay strong, to have faith and trust. And we have compassion for others. Here's the interesting thing. I feel like for some of you, whatever the situation was, or if there was a situation that brought about some sort of negativity in some way, what I'm really getting here is that what may help turn those wheels, especially if this is a romantic relationship, you may have to take that time to also have that compassion for others. A lot of times when there is a disagreement or a fight or a separation or a moving apart of, a connection in some way, we tend to focus in on ourselves. We tend to forget that we also need to have compassion for others. All right. But I'm also getting, forgive those that are bringing you some sense of negativity. Forgive them, but you can still retreat. It doesn't mean that you have to get upset with them. You don't need to get mad at them. They are your people, or they are people that, will are trying to be there for you, or have compassion for yourself as well, especially if you're, if your subconscious is trying to lead you down a path that is more negative than positive. Have that compassion for it. But it's basically saying it doesn't mean that, compassion doesn't mean to continue listening. All right. Compassion is about, I understand where you're coming from. I understand why you may feel this way towards the situation, but I'm following my own path at this time. All right. And that's a sense of compassion. There may be that pause in that journey in order for you to really go into yourself. But at the same time, have that compassion as you're focusing in on what it is that you're truly trying to manifest, or what it is that you truly are trying to start that new beginning with. So Leo, I hope that this reading has helped. Please remember to subscribe. Please click like. And don't forget to watch our shows on Wednesday at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, where we do live readings, and at Sundays at 2 o'clock p.m., where we have special guests come to the show. Thank you so much. Have an amazing week and many blessings. Take care.